Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is going to be another gadget review video, and it's going to be this time on my Fitbit Versa. Just for starters, we want to quickly state as well, this has got a lot more pros than cons. There are sadly some cons which I'll mention later on in the video. But I'm going to start with the pros first because it's always the best way to start a video, which is with the positives. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first pro I want to talk about, which is the first thing I really actually noticed with this, and that is the battery life. Now online it says it has like a 4+ day battery life, and normally with most gadgets you think, is that really true? Because a lot of the time the battery life will be good at first, then it will start to wear down and get really bad. That's what I notice with most things I've got anyway. But this is actually very accurate. If I charge it up on a Sunday night, for example, and wear it Monday to Wednesday, not until about Wednesday night it gets to about 20%. Then I do always tend to charge up when it gets quite low. I don't let it completely run out, but it probably could still last at least another day on the 20% battery. But yeah, it does have a very good battery life. And when it comes to charging up, it only takes about 2 hours to fully charge. So all in all, I say the battery life and the battery charging aspect in general is really good. It's definitely a brilliant positive. So the next pro is the reason why I wear it every day to work, and that is phone notifications. Now my smartwatch I did a review on before, it does give phone notifications, but it's nothing like the Fitbit does. The Fitbit, if someone rings you, it comes up on your Fitbit to save a number. And you can actually answer and decline from your Fitbit, but I haven't actually tried that yet. I have hung up on someone who's my Fitbit. I haven't actually answered the phone who's my Fitbit. The notifications are so much more advanced. You can literally read almost an entire message from someone. You have to set up the notifications you actually want, because you can also turn off, like if you don't want text message notifications, for example, you can turn that off. If you just want WhatsApp, or you just want like YouTube, or yeah, they've got lots of different notifications for different apps as well. So basically, as long as you set up what apps you want to come up on your Fitbit, as long as your Bluetooth is on, you have to have your Bluetooth on for this to actually work, unfortunately. And you can get any kind of notifications you want, that you actually want to see come up on your Fitbit. So if you're busy and someone wants to ring you, if you want to see your email, something like that, and you can't actually get your phone out for whatever reason, it's really useful, because you can just actually read the entire message to an extent. You can read most of the message as well from your Fitbit screen. That's my other favourite part of a Fitbit actually, is the phone notification option. So the third pro is that has a customisable clock face. Now the current one I've got at the moment, I think it's the same one I had from the last video, and I actually unboxed this. It's really simple to understand. It has the date, the time, and my step count, also my heart rate at the bottom there as well. You can actually customise the clock faces via the Fitbit app. Now I can show you guys the Fitbit app, but I'm going to probably do like a proper video on it where I go into more detail about it later on. But the Fitbit app is definitely another, I would say, pro, because it's pretty good. I'll show you guys the basics of it now. So here is the home screen. Now you can access this top bit of statistics on your Fitbit anyway. All you have to do is you swipe up on the screen, the clock face there, swipe up, it comes up with all of your Fitbit statistics that you can see on the screen on the phone as well. Now you have your amount of kilometres you've done. I've done 4.45, the amount of steps you've done. I've done about 1,230 calories, and I've done 30 active points as well. I've done 4.4 average kilometres this week. Probably isn't no good seeing as it's Sunday, but anyway, that's the amount I've done so far. But also, as you can see here as well, you can wear your Fitbit to bed. That's another pro. It's just had an update, like a software update. It's just included like a sleep mode on your actual Fitbit, so you can just press on a little moon icon. Then I think what it does is it just puts the screen to sleep. I actually tried it yet, so I admit I now take my Fitbit off at night. I'll go into that in a minute, but it's another con of it. I'll show you quickly what the sleep score looks like. So for example, last time I wore my Fitbit overnight was on 15th of October, so over a month ago. My average is in the 70s. It shows you you're meant to do 5 days of exercise a week, and I've only done 2 so far. It likes you to get up every hour and do 250 steps an hour, and then sometimes it does tend to nag you if you don't get up for a while. But if it gets really annoying, you can turn it off. But yeah, if you'd like to see me do a proper review of the app, then please let me know down below. Now I'm going to move on to the next pro, so otherwise I'm going to make this video really long if I do a thing on the app as well. Next pro is you can install several apps on there. I've only personally got Strava on there at the moment. That's the only reason why I really got the Fitbit. I wanted to have something I can actually track my runs with and post Strava automatically. I want to quickly show you on the Fitbit app again. I'm going to show you the apps you can actually install onto your Fitbit. Something up Spotify, Gold Zamp one is, whatever that one is. Home Connect, so you can monitor and control some of your home appliances from your Fitbit, like an oven and that if you've got a smart oven. Now, one thing I've got to mention, another really cool pro, is you can play stuff from your Fitbit through headphones. If you have to be wireless headphones, you can't plug headphones into your Fitbit. Probably look a bit weird anyway if you did. But as long as you've got wireless headphones, you can listen to music. Get a Starbucks card on there if you want, Gym Genius, My Swim Pro, Skateboard and Alpine Snow. I think there's quite a few actually. These are all the apps you can use. So you basically can get all of these apps here. You can see, I'm not going to read them all out because there's quite a few there. So many apps you can download to your Fitbit. And there's a lot more pages than there used to be. I swear we've got even more now. But I'm going to come off that now because there's so many pages and I'm going to be here all day otherwise. But hopefully that gives you a decent example of things you actually can get on your Fitbit anyway. So when you first update your Fitbit, if a software update or when you first ever get it, it gives you instructions, like a little tutorial on what you can press and what to do to get certain things to come up, and basically tells you what each button does, etc. And it's just really easy to use. So the next pro is, there's a lot of pros. It's a really good thing though. You can actually pay via your Fitbit using Fitbit Wallet. Now, originally it says on the Fitbit website only the special edition Fitbit Versa can do this, but mine is not special edition, as far as I'm aware anyway. I wasn't told it was. I think it's not a colour you can find online on the Fitbit website, but it's not actually special edition. But anyway, my Fitbit does actually let me pay via my Fitbit, but I don't know how many other Fitbit Versas can do this. But so far, I think they might have changed that and you can pay on your Fitbit Versa, on any Fitbit Versa. But again, I'm really not sure. But that is the pro from my personal one anyway. The last two pros are you can track it with different types of workouts. So for example, if you press this top button here, this takes you to exercise. And exercise, you've got to run, weights, interval timer, and workout. Workout and run are the ones I use the most. I haven't actually used the other two yet, but you can track some different types of workouts through that. And also it is waterproof as well, so you can swim with it on too. So when we move on to the cons, there isn't half as many cons as there is pros, I promise. We're nearly finished this video now. First con is you have to have your phone with you at all times to actually use a Fitbit properly, because it connects to your phone's Bluetooth. So for example, if you wanted to go for a run and wanted to leave your phone at home or leave your phone with someone else while you're doing like a park run or like one of these charity runs, something like that, you can't do that because your Fitbit will not work. If you're tracking a run or something to put on Strava, it will stop tracking after a certain amount of time, so it'll disconnect from the Bluetooth and then that'll be it. I do have a thing called Fitbit Coach, which is basically like extra workouts you can do for your Fitbit. I've actually got the app on my Fitbit. It comes with it. As you can see, there's like a little star, and that star is a Fitbit Coach. But if you have to pay for Fitbit Premium, which is $79.99 for the whole year or $7.99 for a month, so it is a little bit expensive. And if you don't work out a lot, then it's a bit pointless to use. I would have thought it would give you some kind of like subscription with your Fitbit, or even like 3 months free or whatever, or a month free or whatever, but I didn't get anything like that when I got my Fitbit. So just a warning, if you want to do the Fitbit Premium features, you have to pay extra for them. Right, so the next con is that you have to really wear it almost every single day to get the best effects out of it. Like for example, one of the things they want you to do is take 250 steps every hour for 9 hours. Not wearing it for 9 hours a day, it's not going to know what you've done. And it kind of like wants you to do all this exercise every week and all these and track your calories burnt, all that kind of thing. So it's not just really working out, it's more meant to be like a smartwatch you wear all the time, so you can keep an eye on your like health and your weight, stuff like that. And it can be irritating because I obviously wear it every day at work. When I go home from work and when I go to bed now especially, and at weekends, I only wear it at weekends when I'm going for a run, because otherwise my wrist is starting to get so irritated from wearing the Fitbit all the time that it's just becoming really itchy and horrible, and it's just not comfortable to wear anymore. When I first wore it, I kind of felt like it didn't even feel like it was on my wrist, but I think I've started to put it on a little bit tighter now, just because I want to make sure it doesn't fall off or anything. So just make you aware, it is something that you're meant to wear every day, But even if you only wear it for workouts, that's fine as well. But it's just because of all the stats and stuff it gathers up about you, it likes you to wear it every day. And the last con is that it can be quite fragile. You can actually get tempered glass screen protectors for your Fitbits online, like Amazon, places like that, because it can be quite easy to chip it, especially if you're wearing it every day. Now, like I said earlier, I do wear mine almost every single day, so I have actually got a couple of chips in the glass screen now, but it's nothing major, so I'm not really too worried about it. But you do have to be really, really careful, especially when out running or something like that. If you actually hit your Fitbit up against something, or if you're just walking through a door frame and you end up doing it. I've done that a couple of times as well, actually. I'm surprised it's not a lot worse, to be honest, but anyway. But anyway, yeah, that's my review of a Fitbit over. I hope you guys all enjoyed that and made you think about getting one. I know there is now a Fitbit Versa 2 has just come out. I think the only difference between that and the one I've got Amazon Alexa on it, so you don't really want to go out in public and be like, oh Alexa, how far have I run? How far have I done this? How do you spell this kind of thing? You know, you don't want to walk around doing that in public. But I think that's the only difference. So if it's up to you, it's one you want to get. I could be wrong. It could be even more features. I didn't really look into it too much because I was a bit annoyed with myself and not waiting for that to come out and get that one instead. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Before I go, I currently have a goal where I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by December 21st, which is actually my birthday. So if you'd like my content, like to help me out to get there, please subscribe down below as well as press the bell button. Even if I don't get there, I like to get as close as possible by that date. So please help me out if you like my content. It would mean the absolute world to me if I did do it. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic week as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.